Happy Sunday. I hope you had fun yesterday with your merriments and you're back to being where you are, where you need to be, and you're recovering well. As me and Dana join you on this fine Sunday morning.
Okay, sir. Now, sir, if you are considering only as a ETFs, as a beginners, we have Fin ETF, Bank ETF, Pharma ETF, and Auto ETF, EV ETF. These two are separate. EV and Auto two are separate. And then Gold ETF and Silver ETF is there.
Yeah. So all you need to look at right now in terms of ETF is Pharma ETF. You look at Gold ETF and you look at Software ETF and sit tight.
Nifty ETF, sir.
Nifty ETF, yes, that is the most basic.
Nifty ETF. Okay, ETF part is over. And then the stocks in the banks. If you have got the budget, so we have the little bit budget, sir. So we are not going into the investment level. Only in the level of 100 to 300, like that. So we have the options of South Indian, IDFC and Karnataka. That's it. Apart from that, sir,
then Tamil Nadu Mercantile is also there, no?
400, sir. And then it was nearly in the 3 years only.
Okay,
the same price.
Fine. Forget Tamil Nadu Mercantile is out of budget. If you're looking at only IDFC, South Indian Bank and Karnataka Bank, I think I already answered this. We'll do South Indian Bank.
Okay.
The only one you can buy, right? If you have 400 rupees, then split it between IDFC and what do you call? South Indian Bank. Yeah, and you can also look at Karnataka Bank. I don't know what price point is Karnataka Bank at.
Exact rate
I also don't know. Okay, you can mix it. But if you can only buy, if you have only 30 rupees, 40 rupees, then you do South Indian. If you only have 100 rupees, then you can mix IDFC and South Indian. So it's up to you.
Okay, sir. And in the FMCG, I think 2 brands have been comes in the list. Initially, we have only one ITC. Now the Jyoti Labs also in the FMCG. So it will be around 300 to 500. So these two stocks. So it's also in our list.
Yes, Jyoti Labs is more in consideration than ITC in terms of amount of money you have to spend in capital. If your budget is only 400 rupees a day, ITC will suddenly go out of your budget. It suddenly comes inside like Bata price, then it suddenly leaves.
But my personal...
I don't know. Today where it went, hang on. Morning it dropped, like Bata price it went to 39.
Some people have asked the question about what is the ITC Bata price? What is the two different things, and there's a
famous Bata price where Bata will not charge 100 rupees for a Hawaii slipper. They'll charge 99 rupees and 99 paise. That is effectively 100 rupees. You cannot go say, give me 1 paise change. No one will have 1 paise. It is a psychological thing. When he says it's 99 rupees and 99 paise, you feel it's not 100 rupees. It's only 99 rupees. The 99 paise, though makes it 100, you will not feel it.
Okay.
So ITC stock price as a joke dropped down to that kind of a level.
Okay, sir. In my personal perspective, if I am looking in the FMCG, ITC is more convenable for than the Jyoti Labs, sir.
Yeah, I agree.
I have been...
We do not know anything about FMCG, right? Then stick to ITC because ITC is a huge company in terms of comparing to Jyoti Labs. But Jyoti Labs is also a good company if you have done the homework for Jyoti Labs. If you have not done the homework and you thought Jyoti Labs was a pharmaceutical company all this time, then please do not buy Jyoti Labs and go study first.
Yes.
Find out why we talked about Jyoti Labs.
In the pharma sector...
And realize one thing, please, a lot of you are asking this, there are no guarantees in this. Right?
Correct, sir.
Just because you buy a quality stock or a quality company, it does not mean you are promised a return. It is not like an FD or a bond. This is capital market.
More risk than everything.
Yes. So things can become zero. Right? That is why we look at the book value of a company and we look at debt. Because if there is no debt and there's a good book value, it's very unlikely Mr. Market will push it too far below book value for the simple reason is if the company goes bust, you will get that many rupees at least. If they're liquidating the company, your portion as an investor is at book value. So that is a safety net. That is your margin of safety. Yeah. So you have that. So that is why I say look and make sure there's no debt. Look at the book value. If that's good, then you can look at the company. So don't worry. It's not when my brother says it might go to zero, doesn't mean it will go to zero. It is very rarely any company goes to zero unless the company is something faulty with it or the management or there's been some nefarious activity happening in the company. But in general, prices swing wildly. You may see prices being depressed and might take a long time for prices to come back. So be ready for all that. That is why you have a list of 10 companies, 15 companies. If 5 of those companies 10 years time turn into huge companies in terms of value for you, you have succeeded. All the losses you could have possibly made in the ones which failed, you would have seen more profit in all that.
And we have the two sectors in the list, sir. In the budget of 600 to 1600 sectors,
Baba,
sir.
you're doing too much analysis. You're getting
But-
paralysis through analysis.
But it was viewers' questions.
Sure,
so
I'll answer. I don't mind answering.
Yeah, sir. So, and in the two sectors, pharma and automobiles, 600 to 1500 budget, we have Tata Motors and then our list. So, they have been provided the list. Just they are out to be, what's your view about that?
Tata Motors and what?
Tata Motors and Dr. Reddy, Natco, Cipla also in the list. That's it, sir. Four companies in the pharma and automobiles.
Only one automobile company I mentioned. The rest are all pharma.
Pharma. That both companies. I
Yeah.
think.
So in pharmaceutical, if you're talking about budget-wise, Dr. Reddy's the best company. Cipla is also a great company. If you want to buy, I think Cipla in terms of valuation is higher than Dr. Reddy. So just because of that, I like Dr. Reddy. Dr. Reddy is a great company, and like I've said, many videos has put the IPO for that company. So we've been holding it on to a very long time, and we like the company. The people running the company are great. So that's as far as Dr. Reddy is concerned. Natco, yes, we have spoken on Natco to death.
Right.
So I am bored of talking about Natco. But if there's any news really to talk about Natco, I'll definitely bring it up. Other than that, other than worrying about price, I don't know what else you worry about in Natco.
And then the last tech company also in our list. One company, I think, Tejas. I think it has been in our list.
Yeah, it's been there in the list. But Tejas is, you must understand what Tejas is doing and see that video what I did on Tejas. And if you agree, then do research. After you've done research, then consider. Don't just Shuma because me and Dana are sitting and faffing on a video which you happen to catch on a Saturday morning before you brush your teeth and do your morning duties. You're like, huh?
I think it was too difficult to understand the Tejas business instead of Natco, because Natco is also too complicated to understand, but you can easily understand the Natco business. But Tejas business was completely interconnected with many of the.
I agree.
So it's difficult.
But I spoke about that for guys who are like you, who like digging, researching, and finding out and understanding. For people like my friend Arun behind the camera, it's much better to tell him just do this and be done with it.
Yeah, sir. That's it.
So, but if you are that kind of mentality, don't do stages and all that. You just focus on whatever my brother has said and keep moving along.
Okay, sir. That's all the questions, sir. So we will stick to our budget and then we will continue our what we have done in the TCR group and then what we are considering as a different range. We will continue.
Yes. Anyway, we wish you a wonderful day. We have consumed quite a bit of your time. I do try to keep these videos short and sweet and brief. But Dana says, no, they have too many questions. We need to answer them. Don't you dare make these videos 10 minutes. Let's keep this conversation going. So we usually run out of juice by the time we finish these videos. So we wish you a wonderful day and a wonderful Saturday as you get into your weekend. Be safe out there this evening. Don't enjoy too much. Do enjoy, but not too much. If you do enjoy, do plan to stay wherever you are and wake up in the morning and get back home and see the podcast tomorrow at home. We'll see you tomorrow morning, bright and early, with another bit of information before we get into the week. Thanks for watching the podcast today. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.